Hello there.
General Kenobi.
But first, before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for the chance to win 12 months free Disney Plus on us. All you have to do is like this video and subscribe to our channel, and when we reach our 500 subscriber milestone, then we will draw a winner on a YouTube live stream. Good luck. We interrupt this programme with a renew on the 4th instalment of the new 2021 TV series So this is the episode in the series that explores a situation outside of the Wonder Bubble. It starts off with Monica Rambeau returning after Tony Stark's sacrifice with the Infinity Gauntlet. She comes back sitting next to an empty hospital bed. After the confusion, she speaks with a doctor who confirms her mother, Maria Rambeau, died 3 years ago from her returning cancer. This confirmed that the empty hospital bed used was Maria Rambeau's. If you didn't know already, Maria Rambeau is the best friend of Carol Danvers, and yes, the little girl in Captain Marvel is in fact Monica Rambeau. After the opening credits, we arrive with Monica at the Sword headquarters, where she struggles to gain access with her keycard. My guess is her access was revoked due to her being missing for so long. After a rude remark from the security desk, Monica meets Sword's director Tyler Haywood, and then after talking about current Sword affairs, they begin talking about the FBI missing persons case. At this point, the FBI have requested to use one of Sword's imaging drones, and at this point we find out that Monica is grounded from flying, a protocol set by her mother in the event that the Vanished and her daughter would return. After travelling to southern New Jersey, Monica meets the FBI agent John Woo. Agent Woo was the person we heard calling Wanda on the radio in episode 2. They discuss Woo's missing persons case and that they were in the witness protection program, and together they fly the imaging drone into the town only for it to disappear. No one has investigated the town personally because they get a sense of feeling unwelcome. After the drone disappears, Monica, out of interest, approaches the drone's vanish point and then stumbles on Wanda's bubble, where she refers to it as some kind of energy field. After touching the energy field, she disappears in front of director John Woo, leaving him concerned and confused about her disappearance. 24 hours later, and the Sword have set up a full response base outside Westview, New Jersey to find out and discover what's the cause behind the disappearances. We then meet Dr. Darcy Lewis again after seeing her in the original 4 movies. After arriving at the base, Lewis's interests are piqued after she witnessed one of the imaging drones disappear into the energy field. She quickly discovers that Sword are unable to retrieve data from the drones. She then proceeds to run an analysis and finds huge readings of CMBR, which is cosmic microwave background radiation. It is for now within a safe limit, but it can become dangerous. After discovering this, she figures out that the energy is broadcasting on old TV frequencies, and by using the retro physioscope, she requests an old television. We then see Sword agents in protective suits entering the sewers in hopes of gaining access to what's within the energy field. This would be the guy that we see at the end of episode 2, and Wanda says no and rewinds time, refusing him access. Agent Woo and director Haywood have a brief discussion and enter the control room, only to be disturbed by the sound of a TV with a running sitcom. They both, along with Miss Lewis, find that it is in fact Wanda and Vision within the energy field. Confused, Lewis mentions that Vision is actually dead and not one that blipped. Later on, while Agent Woo is giving a brief on the mission, we see TVs from different eras being brought into the base. Trying to find out whatever they can on the disappearance of Monica, they continue their search. We see a montage of Sword using facial recognition to pinpoint who exactly these people within Wanda's bubble are, which all seem to be Westview residents, and the only person they don't identify is Agnes. It is possible that she is a construct of Wanda's imagination and not actually a real person. Miss Lewis drops her pot noodle in astonishment upon finding Monica on the television reading a newspaper like nothing has happened. Lewis and Wu continue outside in an attempt to contact Wanda using an old-fashioned radio. This is the calling to Wanda we hear in episode 2. At the same time, they get a report from an agent with a picture of a coloured drone Wanda finds in her garden with its illuming colours in a black and white sitcom. They are confused when the drone has remodelled itself to fit in with the production design of the show. When director Wu and Miss Lewis interact with Wanda over the radio, the scene blips like it's been rewound time again and then cuts to the Hydra Soap advert. Now I just want to revert back to the Hydra Soap advert for a second, as I believe this to be a key clue to the plot within the series. Because inside the framework in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Phil Coulson refers to the Hydra Soap as a blue soap that is used to insert false memories into people's brains and make them believe that their simulated reality inside the framework is real. It could be possible that this product being sold within this made-up town could actually be what is being used by residents to keep them trapped within this fake reality. When we cut back to the scene in the sewers, where the agent passes through the energy field and the cord cuts in half and changes once again like the drone, as he passes through, he then sees to be surrounded by flies, which I cannot explain. He opens the hatch and successfully climbs into the simulated reality, and we see the end of episode 2 from his perspective. Back at the base, Wu and Lewis are watching episode 3. Lewis asks why episodes are based in the 50s, 60s and 70s, whereas Wu cannot believe Wanda and Vision are actually having a baby. While watching the latest episode after Wanda giving birth, they notice that Monica refers to Ultron and the death of Wanda's brother. After realising they're watching something different, the scene gets cut and they're unable to see what's happening between Wanda and Monica. We then cut to the scene between Wanda and Monica, but quickly moves from a 70s sitcom to quite a dark reality, and Wanda uses her powers to throw Monica through the set and out of the energy field. Feeling threatened and vulnerable, Wanda takes a moment to gather her thoughts before repairing the set damage. Vision returns and we see that Monica is back outside the energy field. Meanwhile, Vision starts to ask questions about Monica's whereabouts. Wanda turns around and is stunned by a standing dead version of Vision, and then it shoots back into a living version, where he tells Wanda that they don't have to stay and that they can go anywhere they wanted to. Wanda refuses and says no, this is our home, but we can see from the expressions on Vision's face that he can sense that something is out of place. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out other videos and subscribe to keep up to date with the channel. May the Force be with you.